Hey friends. Hey friends. I'll say it again. I can't tell if I'm... So, my last video that I had going, I had to pause it because my daughter called and I realized that for some reason it wouldn't let me pick back up. So this is part 2 of my video that I was just making. She's so sweet. She works at a catering place. It's not like not like a weddings kind of graduation party place, more like a place that caters to like businesses for staff meals or staff parties or whatever. And she was picking up the like dishes and pots and things from one they just did at a nursing home. And so she was there picking that up, and they had it right in the like the group gathering place, and so while she was picking it all up, cleaning up the tables and stuff, there was a guy in his wheelchair sitting there, and an older gentleman, and he was like, is it time for lunch? And Abby's my daughter's name. She's like, I'm not sure if it's time yet. And then there was like a worker person there, and she was like, are you hungry? Do you want some lunch? To whatever this guy's name was. And he's like, yeah. And she's like, okay, just a minute, I'll get you something. So she went off to get something for the guy. Naturally, I have to get an eyelash in my eye right then. And came back and gave him something. It was like more of a crackers and fruit situation because it was after lunchtime, and he's like, did I miss lunch? And so this made Abby feel sad for the old man, because she's such a giver. She's a beautiful soul inside and out, and so she was feeling bad for him because he was there alone. And there was some other people there who had family members or friends with them, and so she was feeling bad. She's like, I feel like I have a calling to help these people. And I'm like, yeah, I totally see that. I feel the same way. In fact, when I decided to not work anymore, I looked into, and I'm still considering it, doing some volunteer work at places like that. And they have so many different positions to volunteering. It's really mind-blowing. I didn't even know. Like, you basically fill out some stuff, and then they'll send you different things, different requests for things that they need. And a couple of them, some of them are, just nursing homes. Some of them are hospice centers and whatnot. And there was one that was called a tuck-in service, which you didn't actually go there. You called them and you talked to them on the phone before bedtime. Each night. And I thought that was like a genius. I was like, wow, that's a great idea. Again, I apologize if I'm screaming in the phone. I have a tendency, y'all, as I talk to someone, to just get louder and louder. So I do truly apologize for that, if that's happening right now. There was another position where you just go and you just sit with them and like hold their hand and just be there for them, I think that was one of the hospice ones. Anyway, so I was talking to her about it and trying to let her know that, just because he was sitting there alone did not mean that he didn't have friends or family. It just might have meant that they weren't there right now, And anyway, I'm just so proud of her. She's 24 and she's a beautiful girl. She is the mother of my only grandchild currently. And so she struggled a little bit this year with being away from him. He's 3.5 now. And he gets watched by family members that live right near them. And they were thinking maybe of putting him in daycare to give that a shot because, he'll be old enough now to start preschool soon. And that way, if he had, gotten into like some daycare situation, then he would be more inclined to be comfortable going into preschool instead of it, you know, starting all that next year. Where was I going with this? Sorry, girl. I say sorry, girl, like I'm having a conversation with someone in the room. But he didn't love it, let's just say. And so they decided not to do that right now and took him out of it. But so yeah. So anyway, he's at that age now where he's super smart and you know, just full of energy and, you know, like a 3-year-old boy would be, right? So she struggled a little with being away from him, but she's doing great. I'm really proud of her. And see, I'm just like can bounce around from one topic to the next. You know, forgive me, y'all. But so that's why I had to cut that last video short. So I've almost got my makeup done, believe it or not. I don't even mind that this doesn't look fabulous. Like, I feel like it looks fabulous enough. You know, plus, as soon as I get my glasses on, you know, like I said before, my eyeball will either disappear or it will be disguised enough by my glasses that you might not notice that it's not perfect. So there's that. I used to wear contacts, y'all. I don't mind contacts. I never had any problems with them. But I just like glasses. And one thing I do love about contacts, I'm very sensitive to light in the summer sunshine and also in the winter. The you know how bright snow can be on a sunny day when it snows. You know, not that that's here because, like I said, no snow right now. But and so you can, you know, if you have contacts, obviously you can wear sunglasses. I know you can get prescription sunglasses, and that might be something I try at some point in time. I don't especially love the transitional lenses. I mean, they're getting better. I remember not that long ago where, you know, if you had transitional lenses and you went inside, it would take like a little bit for your glasses to, you know, go back to clear because it wasn't really fast, but now it's super fast like that. I don't know what I was talking about before I had to cut that video short. Was I talking about my 8th grade crush? Probably, but yeah. Because of his comment, y'all, I did not wear green eyeshadow for probably 20 years, at least. So I just want to tell you all, you boys and girls out there who just let your mouth open and the stuff fly, you got to be careful what you say. We all know the obvious reasons, bullying and hurt feelings and all of that, absolutely. But sometimes you could even say something that you don't think is bullying, and it wasn't at all, you know, and it'll stick with someone for a long time. So, yeah, that was my lovely little backstory there. I have to say, I really do apologize for my fingernails in all these videos. They look hideous and horrible because I have let them just grow out and come off. Normally I have fake nails, acrylics, and I need a new set. So I wanted to just go ahead and let these all grow out and come off. And which basically I've done, but now, you know, it's Christmas time, so I'm trying to wait until after Christmas to get those redone, but it won't be long. You'll see me with the better looking nails. I've had fake nails for years. I first, you know, not the press-on ones. I think we all messed around with those at some point in our life. But the actual fake ones that you go to a salon and have done, my first experience with that was, oh, golly sakes, I'm going to say I was like early 20s maybe, or mid 20s. And I had went because my sister, she always had fake nails, and she was also a cosmetologist. And she said I had been to visit her because she lived in Michigan, which was nowhere near me, but my mom and I went out one time to visit. And she was like, if you want to try fake nails, I'll pay and you can see what you think. I'm like, okay. And so I got them, and this is going to age myself for those of you who do nails. You may not even know, but at the time, this would have been probably late 80s, early 90s maybe. It was, I don't think acrylic had started yet. I think because I had what they called porcelain nails. What's happening with this one eyelash? This side looks horrible. I should have stuck with my normal mascara. That's fine. But yeah, so I had porcelain nails, and gosh, I really liked them a lot. And then I not moved, what am I saying? And then I came back home, and when it was time to get, them filled, they didn't do porcelain where I live. They had already went to acrylics. I should have prefaced that with the town I was at where my sister lived was very small. So that's why there wasn't acrylics, was because it was small and your choices were limited. So then I got acrylics when I moved back here. And I've been going strong ever since. Now, not always. Sometimes I don't have nails, but almost always I do. And it's just something I really like. It's just something I really like, and I've always basically done for myself. And so when I don't have them, it is not my favorite look about myself, because I feel like my fingernails, or my fingers, I want to say, are a little on the stubby side, short and stubby, especially since I'm quite tall, y'all. I'm 5'11". And so I feel like I have these little bitty fingernails that do not look good at all with just my own natural nail. Because they just, even before I started getting them done, they would break. They're just not that strong. You guys, if none of you have tried this e.l.f. tiny little, it's called e.l.f. Wow Brow. It's the best eyebrow thing. It's $6 from Amazon. I think it's the same in the store. They have like a few colors. And it is the easiest, best freaking eyebrow stuff ever. Like, I know there's so many out there. I'm not a person who's going to draw them on, like draw them with, like, you know how there's so many of them that you can just literally draw each little hair. I just don't have the patience for that. So I have a couple different eyebrow things. My eyebrows were all fine until I got older, and now they're starting to fade out in the kind of in this section. So that's why I started doing my eyebrows. But so anyway, I got this, which is my favorite, but sometimes I lose it because it's so small. So I have this other one somewhere, which is oh, here it is. It is NYX. It's Zero to Brow Gel, which is also great. It has, what I like about it is it has just the brush to shape them, and then it has this liquid. You put this on, and then after you're done, you use the brush to like brush it in and shape it. And both of these will stay. Like, neither one of them are coming off all day. Especially this one, you have to use like a, like a oil-based thing to get it to come off at night. But yeah. So those are the ones I use, and I love them. I swear by them. There's a lot of different makeups, and they're all good, different this and different that. But there's some like Die Hard that I'm like, that's the one for me, and that is the one for me. So, okay, guys, I'm almost done, but I'd like to know if you guys do your makeup. Do you have any, products that you swear by? Because it matters, right? You spend all this time trying to look gorge, even though, ladies and men, we all look gorge, whether we have our makeup on or not. And we know that because God made us beautiful. We are beautiful creatures with or without makeup. Don't let no one tell you otherwise. Because I'm not loving this lipstick. But yeah, I'd like to know what kinds of things you guys really like and you're a big fan of. How many of you wear green eyeshadow? Or, after I learned what I was doing. Sorry. That's better. After I learned what I was doing with eyeshadow, I would use green, and it looked really good because my eyes are kind of a greenish brown, sort of a muddy like situation, and the green looked fine. But there's blue eyeshadow, which I feel like blue is not for everyone. I mean, it is if you want to. If you love it and you think you rock it, then do it. But it's not for me. It doesn't really go with my, coloring. I don't know. But so there's that. But on some people it looks really great. Where's my glasses? All right, guys. I want you to tell me what you think now that I'm done. I chose no eyeliner on the bottom today just because. I think that looks good. What do you think? Are my eyes disappeared? It's fine. We're all friends here. Until next time, my beautiful creatures. Love you. Bye.